Hey, Val and Marcel, I wanted to send you a little video to cover something that I had mentioned earlier in our meeting about the possibility of our zone for the defense being cover two instead of cover three. And by cover three, I mean cloud, where we drop the corners, or half, where we drop the halves. I talked to Jason Parks over at St. Paul's a little bit about this, and he walked me through it. And I think there might be some neat reasons why we would want to do this instead of what we've done in the past. Uh, Let me go through it on the board so you get a clearer idea of what's involved, and then I'll explain why I think it might be a good idea for us to invest in this instead of cloud or instead of hold. Okay, so in the green, I've got a pretty traditional Canadian offense lined up, except the fifth receiver I've got as a wing, and I've bumped our Sam linebacker out on that, like we would probably do. I also put our pistol up in the gap already as to where that player would be blitzing. Otherwise, we've got 2-on-2, 2-on-2, and our free safety deep. So if we cover, or excuse me, if we call cover two, or whatever word you want to give it, it doesn't matter. Here's what would happen. Your free safety, instead of in the zone staying in the middle and having deep middle, actually takes one half of the field. So we'll imagine this is Rylan. Rylan moves over here. And from over here, Rylan is now responsible for this half of the field. So from the center over to the sideline deep. Now, you would drop one of these two players to come back and play the other two deep safety. Here's one of the reasons why I think we might want to invest and do this. If we can imagine that this corner is Seth and this corner is Gabe. Gabe is one of our best athletes on the team. He is far faster than anybody else. You could drop Gabe here. I'm going to symbolize Gabe with H. And now Gabe, as your other two deep safety, is responsible for this side of the field over. Now, what do we do with everybody else? This corner plays a kind of in-between zone that they normally would. So if you had been playing cloud previously, that corner would drop deep. And if you had been playing hold, that corner would stay up here. Put him in between. How far is that? It depends on what your drop points are that you decide here. Like if you decide he's going to be 20 yards, maybe the corner drops at 10. Maybe he drops at 7. It can be up to you, and that's also something you can adjust during the game depending on what happens. Let's say you decide he drops to 7. And that means he's probably here. Okay? Now, your corner and half on the other side, they drop where they normally, well, no, not where they normally would, but they should drop in accordance to the safety. Here's what I mean. If the safety is at, let's say 20, then your deep dropper, let's say if this corner drops about here. Be 12 yards, and your half drops right about here. Sorry guys, the pen is running out. I'm going to switch to green. I don't know, 5 to 7 yards. Now, here are the two reasons I think this was good. One, I like the idea of Gabe being back here and giving Gabe half the field. And I like the idea of Rylan only having half the field rather than being in the center of the field and having to cover two parts, meaning the entire field. I think going cover two allows two very good athletes to have less field to be responsible for. Second reason I like this is if you look at this side, and there's no reason it has to be done to this side, right? You can do it to this side too. You've got deep, middle, and shallow covered. So any kind of crossing pattern has got 3 people to go through. Now, it does mean there might be a hole over here, but if you move one of these guys back to go too deep, you're going to have a hole on one side or the other. You could just as easily have this half drop back, Ryland drop over, and then you keep 3 defenders over on this side, the right-hand side of the quarterback. Either way, Parksy says he really likes this defense against teams that run crossing patterns, like Sisler did to us. Oh, and just as a side note, you still have this linebacker over here. He's going to drop. And you would anticipate that if this is a passing play, that wing is going to go out on some kind of pattern and he would have to pick him up. But I think it's worth some thought. I'll see you later, guys.